Carmen Jeffrey, and I'm a senior consultant with Found People. And I'm here to talk today about social media and what you need to know as a candidate when you're putting yourself out there for recruiters to see. The first thing you have to remember when you're out on multiple social media channels is consistency. So whatever your resume has to say about you, make sure that your social media channels say the same. So on LinkedIn, make sure that the chronology lines up. On Twitter, make sure your bio lines up. On Facebook, make sure you've got all the places you've worked lined up in your timeline, and if you can, clean whatever it is that you've got in your status updates so that it looks professional and not untoward, because a lot of recruiters do use Facebook to find people that they can't reach on LinkedIn, for example. The other thing to remember about working on so many different facets of social media is to be consistent. So if you can't contribute 2 to 3 times a day on the social media channels that you've set yourself up on, don't bother. So if you're on Twitter, for example, the last thing you want to do is have your last tweet in 2010 and have it just sit there dormant. If that's the case, take it down, don't bother. LinkedIn too, I think it's very important when you're a candidate and you're hoping to be headhunted, for example, don't look too desperate. Don't endorse people 5 and 6 times a day. Don't, put things from YouTube that you found that are interesting, or TED Talks features, 4 or 5 times a day, because it looks like you're not working. It looks like you've nothing better to do than tinker with social media. I also think it's important, especially when you're hoping to be headhunted or you're out there looking for work, to think about a way that you want to portray yourself. Who is it that you are and who is it that you want to be seen as, and keep that messaging succinct and focused. Don't talk about walking your dog, don't talk about your kids. Talk about who you are and what you are professionally, and make sure that every single day that's the message that you put out there so it's clear to recruiters that might be looking for you or hiring managers. I want to thank you for the time you spent with me today. I hope these tips were helpful, and remember, it's not about searching, it's about finding.